This video is sponsored by Dibbly Create. More about them later in the video. I have a confession to make. I created a book with artificial intelligence. Recently, I shared how I wrote a nonfiction book in 7 days using only my iPhone 7, and in the early stages of writing, I leaned on AI for assistance. To be clear, I wrote the content and merely leveraged AI to create a basic outline so I could immediately get to work on my manuscript. If left to my own devices, I'd work on an outline for weeks at a time, toiling away needlessly. Many authors view generative AI as a threat to their careers and humanity, so they are hesitant to adopt it. How you use artificial intelligence makes a significant difference to its impact on your business without negatively affecting any other chosen profession. Authors and self-publishers are worried about the new artificial intelligence policy on Amazon KDP. All account holders must fully disclose the use of generative AI, whether through text, image, or translation. KDP is gathering data and expecting truthful answers in the AI disclosure section during the upload process. However, they go on to distinguish between AI-generated content and AI-assisted content. AI-generated means using artificial intelligence to create a large part of your book, including graphics and text. When using AI for grammar checking, book descriptions, or writing prompts, no disclosure is necessary, as it's AI-assisted. This would include using Pro Writing Aid or Grammarly or even something like Dibbly Create. Some folks speculate that this new policy is to help mitigate some of the AI-generated trash making it onto the platform. In fact, Vice covered how AI-generated books of nonsense are all over Amazon's bestseller lists that include such hits like Department of Vendu stands in front of his parents' tombstone or The Apricot Barcode Architecture. Somewhere along the line, some geniuses watched a video or two about leveraging generative AI to write an entire book, but what they failed to realize is you actually have to work at it. The current level of generative AI does not consistently generate coherent content from a single prompt, at least not without some human intervention. KDP more recently placed a 3-title upload limit per day to keep a lot of these AI-created books from flooding the marketplace. Here's the reality though, folks. This is nothing new. KDP has had an ongoing issue with book stuffing and account holders publishing what could amount to nothing short of gibberish. The trash will take itself out eventually, but for the rest of us, we'll be fine because we're not focused on gaming the system for a quick buck. Yes, you want to leverage AI to save time, but don't simply use AI alone to build your self-publishing business. So what about how I use AI? Believe it or not, I use AI in a variety of ways, and one of them is generating an outline for my work. I did one outline for my 7-day book writing challenge, and before that, I used it to create an outline for a live webinar for the self-publishing company Lulu. I kind of view outlines as simply a list of ingredients, and it's up to me on how much I add of each element. Ultimately, anyone can use the same outline, but they'll never be able to copy my unique voice or style, and vice versa. If I generate an outline on my own, it can take upwards of 2 to 3 hours, largely depending on how much content I have to do. I rely on AI, specifically Dibbly Create's Kip, for most of my outlines in writing and video production. I will intervene and change out elements I don't like or agree with, and I'll add in more input to refine the outline. So how do you know you're leveraging the right AI tools for your business? It depends on your view of AI. I've been courted by several generative AI services, but all of them communicated the similar messages like publish a book that you only have to create with a single prompt, or get thousands of dollars a day publishing AI-generated ebooks. I don't like that philosophy. As an author, I want a company that has my best interests at heart. That's why when Dibbly Create came across my virtual desktop, I was keen to learn more. Co-founder of Dibbly Create, Natasha Motino, shared her philosophy on leveraging AI. We are building a platform for creators by creators, where feedback is brought to fruition. Kip is an assistant, not a replacement, and ultimately our mission is to create a platform where users can maximize their efficiency by ethically leveraging AI while also being able to conduct all of their content needs in one ecosystem. Bingo! The TLDR is that Dibbly Create enhances your workflow and doesn't serve as a replacement for your writing. Also, AI simply cannot replace human ingenuity and creativity. AI imitates while humans innovate. The only way for AI to grow with changing tastes, trends, and human experience comes through creating new content. And that's got to come by way of humans. Before it ever catches up, humans will already express themselves and communicate in a far different way. AI isn't simply for creating derivative work. Instead, you can leverage it for other smaller tasks that merely expedite your writing process. Let's explore some examples that don't need complicated prompts for AI. Instead, we can use a simple plug-and-play system that even non-tech savvy authors can easily use. By the way, big shout out to our sponsors, Dibbly Create. Get yourself a free 7-day trial of the professional plan when you visit my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/dibblycreate. You can't beat free and have nothing to lose, so set up your account and follow along with me. Let's look at a few AI features that can really help free up your time so you can do more writing and marketing your book, or taking naps if you want. It's your call. When I wrapped up my 7-day book writing challenge, I could immediately have Kip create a book description for the content I wrote. The good news is my content does not train any large language models for AI unless you give Dibbly Create express permission. At this time, that feature is unavailable, keeping your written content completely private. While the book description is fairly nice, I'm sure I'd probably clean it up a little and add a few relevant keywords to help in discoverability. Again, it comes down to human intervention. Most likely, I'll reach out to my copywriting pro, Brian Meeks, to help craft the perfect book description from this basic draft. At least with this version, I know I'm not missing any of the key details within my book that could compel a browsing customer to become an invested reader. I've long touted for years how much I love Publisher Rocket for keyword, category, and competition analysis. However, there are some things Rocket doesn't cover that AI can cover. For instance, in Kip's research function, I can analyze search terms based on the marketplace and a set number of books. Now, the in-depth book analysis is a key feature for authors to examine specific details about their niche. It'll scour the reviews, then point out all the strengths and weaknesses of the book. So prior to even drafting a book, you can find out exactly what readers want or are missing. Used to, I would spend hours reading reviews on product pages. Now, much easier because I had AI do it for me. The other two features in research include YouTube search term analysis and Google search term analysis. Whether you're trying to ply your trade on YouTube or develop blog posts that'll attract a crowd, these two tools are great for leveling up your business. I just recommend you double check your sources and cite them where necessary. Even though AI brings back an answer, you should always confirm and validate information before you consider it gospel. Let's say you're writing a nonfiction book or need to anchor your fiction work with realistic elements. The Summarizer tool is great for analyzing any uploaded files, sections written in Dibbly Create, or YouTube video links. For instance, you can see how easy it is to get a summary of my videos. Yep. If you're not wanting to hear my face, you could always get the video summarized so you have the key takeaways and a few ideas for blogs or tweets. It's not only great for research, but ideal for creating a macro view of your work in case you have to tweak any details to create a better book. Are you stuck on how to best craft your author bio? Well, the biographer feature will help you craft one. It's always a good idea to freshen up your bio every year, so tap into AI for creating an up-to-date author bio. And if you're stumped on ideas for your book title, you can have Kip generate a title for you based on the relevant category selection. By the way, those are just the features of Kip. You can even carry conversations with Kip or use many pre-made templates based on the work you have to do. My favorite part of using Kip is in developing and getting to know fictional characters. I can ask Kip questions as if it were the character and get answers to how the fictional character would react to a situation. There you have it. I'm still very much a writer through and through. While some are afraid of AI, I'm using it to write content more efficiently. Watch my next video where I talk about writing a book in a week using my old iPhone 7. Don't forget to subscribe to learn more about my upcoming 24-hour book writing challenge. See you then.